of Worms and Poets, written and read by Michael Vresitulis. Sing to me, O thou my muse-bearing malady, sing so that thy nepenthal fumes may rise from burial grounds and reach the Olympians in their heavenly chambers and make them yearn for Hades. Sing and let the sweet odors of sepsis colour the midnight air and render the starlit firmament beaters. Sing thy songs of slumber and fill the hearts of the living with desire for sweet rest, freed from the pains of sleep. Sing to me of that sacred worm, a friend to poets, journeyer of silent flesh, king of the earth and god of the graveyard. Sing to me of this devouring god, patron saint of farewell fields, that I, thy servant and priest, may write down the words that hymn him. For great is the glory of the Lord of hunger, the sailor of sleep. Behold the worm, explorer of worlds entombed, cartographer of the abyss of flesh, fearless captain in the silent sea, greatest amongst his brethren of crawlers. Hidden from the waking world, he buildeth his kingdom amidst the ruins of a landscape of dead dreams, an emperor of ghosts of desires unrealized, that roam his lands endlessly driven by unfulfilled, untamable hunger. Lo, the breezes that softly howl through rotten lungs compose the melodies that hymn his glory. Hail, ruler of the world below, thy reign be eternal. May we all carry our bodies as gifts to thee, as we chant thy hymns of victory. Ove inferni rex tremende, corpora nostra tibi tradimus. Hail, thou ambassador to the poet, for it is thou who whisperest in his ear tales from the world of death. How could the poet tell us of the septic fields were it not for the worm? It is the worm who hath taught the poet the songs of the valleys below, where entrails grow amongst the barley and serve as ornaments for leafless trees. It is the worm that hath allowed the poet to taste the fruit of underneath, for how could the poet have stolen the bleeding pomegranates from the skeletal tree in the garden of Proserpine? Nay, none of this would be possible were it not for the worm, and thus the poet is forever bound to the emperor of the world below. Hail, thou worm, giver of blessings, for great is thy generosity. To the poet thou hast given the greatest gift, the yearning of his deepest desire. An eternal beloved, a bride dressed with the splendorous veils of below, a maiden whose absolute perfection is protected by the permanence of the grave. For never more shall the filth of above touch her, never may she become imperfect through the vicissitude of life. She is now a sacred corpse, frozen in her bridal hour. And forget not the ardent ornaments, the soft silk veils, the pearl-white cobweb dress, the fair bridal gifts of the worm. His touch rendereth the dead beloved beautiful, for as Herbert's great worm navigates through the dunes of Arrakis, releasing spice, treasure of the universe, into the sand, and scent of cinnamon into the dry air, thusly doth the worm, god emperor of the grave, emanate nocturnal grace and septic orders into the marble flesh of the maiden. Hail, great beautifier! Praised be the work of thy crawling. Let us all hymn the worm, and when our time cometh to walk the plains of shadow, when the ultimate queen calleth us to serve her in her realms below, let our bodies not perish in flames, let flesh not break into smoke and ashes, but let our shattered forms, our shed skins be given to the worm, so that his empire may grow and our remains be dressed in fairness. For every living being that loveth beauty hath a sacred duty to the king of rotten flesh. His is the right to claim us when beauty we can no more see, for then beauty we must become. And for him are the coins that our closed eyes are truly meant. for 'tis the toll of passing. Glory, 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 and immortality to the God Emperor of the world beyond. But thee too must I praise, my fair muse, mistress of the sepulchre fields, ultimate queen and goddess of the Black River. For the words that my mind singeth are truly thine, and a blessing placed upon me by thy hand. Thine is the kingdom of everything, and servants to thee are even the gods. Hail, queen and goddess, ancient archon of decay! May my pen be always guided by thy hand, and spare fair death thy poet for many years, that he may sing of thy glory to the world of the living. For thine is the glory, my muse.